Hello everyone, welcome. I'm currently in the beautiful Dominican Republic, and I thought I would just come on and film a short little practice for you, one that you can do if you need to move but you don't have a lot of time. I'm going to try and keep it at about 30-35 minutes. I don't have a watch, so I'll do my best. So let's get started. We're going to come into a comfortable seated position. Sitting up nice and tall, but relaxing your shoulders. Stay long through the back of your neck, lifting up through the crown of your head. And let's just close our eyes, bringing one hand to your heart, the other hand to your belly. And let's just start in a state of gratitude. So taking a moment here just to slow and deepen your breathing. Feeling each breath fill your palms. Taking a moment with your mind's eye to just see what's around you. Can you be grateful for the abundance that is around you, for everything that you have in your life right now? Remembering that gratitude can really transform any situation, making the good even better and the more uncomfortable moments in life just that little bit easier to deal with. Continuing to remain in that state of gratitude, let's start to slow and deepen the breath even more. Bringing that gentle constriction into the back of your throat for the Ujjayi breath. Inhaling and exhaling through your nostrils, filling your belly, your chest, and your rib cage with every breath in. And gently contracting as you exhale. We'll take 3 more of these breaths here. Four to 6 seconds each. Taking that last breath in. Big sigh out. Opening your eyes. Let's get started. We'll come into a child's pose. So bringing the knees, your knees, the width of your mat with big toes together. And we'll start with our arms outstretched, palms shoulder width apart. Gently bringing your forehead to the floor. As you press into each fingertip, finger pad, and thumb mound, press down. And as you press into the palms, press your hips back towards your heels. We'll take one big belly breath in. As you exhale, walking your arms and torso over towards the right side of your mat, but we want to stretch through the left side of our body. So reaching fingertips out, pressing into the left side of your rib cage as you press your bum back towards your heels. Slow, deep breaths. Together we fill and empty. Take one more inhale. And as you exhale, we walk all the way over to our left side, reaching out through the right. Press bum back, reach fingertips out, and then press into the right side of your rib cage. One last breath in together. And exhale your way back to the center. Oh my goodness, that felt so good. Let's lift up onto our hands and knees. Finding that nice, easy tabletop position. with shoulders stacked over our wrists and hips over our knees. With an inhale, we'll drop our belly down towards our mat, lift tailbone and chin up. And as you exhale, round and curl, pressing into the palms, tucking chin and tailbone. Inhale, arch your back, look upward. And exhale to round and curl. We'll take one more here, big breath in. Exhale, round and curl. Coming back into that neutral spine, toes tucked if they're not already. Draw the rib cage and belly in. We'll stay for one more breath. And then as you exhale, pressing back into your first down dog. So again, spreading the fingers, pressing into the mounds of your thumbs and finger pads and tips. Feet about hip width distance apart. As you allow the heels to melt down, we lift the sit bones up, pressing belly almost towards our thighs. Remember to keep some soft between or in your elbows and your knees. Shoulders away from ears. Now if it will feel good here to slowly pedal side to side, you can take that. And if you'd rather just be still in that stretch, you are more than welcome to. Let's take one more breath in. On your exhaling, allow the heels to melt down, our hands walk to our feet for ragdoll. So keeping our belly and thighs connected, grab a hold of opposite elbow and just let everything hang, really heavy and relaxed. Soft forehead and jaw, relaxed neck, and as always, breathing into your belly. We want to slowly begin to tilt the sit bones up towards the ceiling or the sky, wherever you may be. In my case, it's the trees. Last breath here. On your exhale, drop your fingertips to the floor. Inhale to a flat back. Hold here for your exhale. And then with the next breath in, we press down, sweep all the way up, extended mountain pose. Press into the feet, reach the fingertips up. And then on the exhale, forward fold, fingertips back down to the mat. Halfway lift, breathe in. Walk your hands to the top of your mat, high plank. Now we're going to let the heat build here for a few breaths. So pressing into the palms, pull kneecaps and thighs up. Core is tight. And we hold for 4, 3. Inhale, rock forward, 2. Now exhale, drop your knees and slowly lower to your belly and chest, chaturanga. Uncurl your toes, cobra, waving up. Shoulders back and down. Exhale, lower. 2 more times. With the inhale, we float. Press your feet down as you exhale, lower. And last one here, big breath in. Curl your toes, downward facing dog. 3 breaths together. Two. One more breath in, lift your heels, look to your hands. Then as you exhale, step or hop your feet forward. Flat back and fill, pressing off of your mat or shins. Fold and empty. Rise, extended mountain. Press down, get tall. Exhale, forward folds. Halfway lift, big breath in. Step back high to low plank. We'll rock forward and drop the knees. And again, lowering to the belly. Cobra, inhale. Lower exhale. Again, float up. And down. Last one here, big breath. Downward facing dog as you exhale. 3 breaths here. And on your last breath, we lift our heels, we look to our hands, and we step or float forward. Halfway lift, fold. Rise again, extended mountain pose. Forward fold. Halfway lift. High to low plank, dropping the knees. This time let's find a hover. Chest forward, up dog. Exhale, down dog. 1 breath here, heels up. And then exhale, float to the top. Flat back and fold. Utkatasana, chair. You know, the fan favorite. Keeping weight back in your heels as you sink your hips lower. We'll hold here for 3 breaths. Again, letting that heat build. Stay relaxed in your face. 1 more breath. And we fold. Halfway lift. Step your left foot to the back of your mat. Bring that left knee to the floor and then inhale, reach up. Bring your right hand to your hip. Inhale, lift with the left, and exhale, stretching over to the right side. With an inhale, we bring both arms up. Exhale, hands to the floor. Inhale your right leg all the way up and back. Bend your knees, stack your hips. My little friend sitting on my foot. Take 1 more inhale. And as you exhale, step your foot forward. Warrior 1. We're rooting our back heel to the floor. And then sweeping our arms up. So gaze is forward, shoulders are squared. And we sink a little deeper into this. Finding gratitude for this challenge, for this stretch, for the strength in our muscles. Take 1 more breath in, reach a little higher. And as you exhale, hands come to the floor. We step forward and we fold. Halfway lift. Fold. Utkatasana, big breath in. Use your exhale to sink a little bit lower. Big breath in together. Fold. Halfway lift. Right foot steps back this time, our knee comes down. Inhale your arms up. And then bringing the left hand to your hip this time, reaching right arm up and over to the side. Feel that lovely stretch through the front of your right hip. Breath in, reach up. Exhale, hands down. Use your breath in to float the left leg up and back. Bend your knee, stack your hips. Hold here and breathe, lifting the knee, dropping your bottom heel to stretch. Breathe in together. And then exhale, stepping the left foot back in between your hands, warrior 1. Rise as you fill. Sink a little deeper. 3 breaths. Keep pressing into the knife edge of your back foot so that leg remains straight and engaged. Breathe in. And hands to the floor. We step forward and fold. Chair pose. Just 1 breath here. Fold, exhale. Halfway lift. High to low plank this time. Option to keep the knees lifted. Up dog or cobra. Press your feet down. Downward facing dog. Right leg floats up. Step it through, warrior 1. Rise with your inhale. Sink a little lower. Good, big breath in. Let's open to warrior two, lining up heel to arch, reaching out through the fingertips. Sink a little lower here. Remember to always press your right knee out towards that pinky toe edge. Rib cage hugs in. Flip the palms. Reaching forward as we inhale, we go up and back, big reverse. And exhale, hands to the floor, chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Left leg floats up. Step it through, warrior one. Hold for that breath in. And then exhaling into your warrior two, lining up, heel to arch. Left knee presses towards the left pinky toe side. Flip your palms, reach forward. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, hands to the floor, chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. A big breath in. Exhale, step or hop forward. Halfway lift. And folds. Utkatasana, chair. Uttanasana, fold. Halfway lift. High to low plank. Upward facing. Downward facing. Right leg floats up. Step it through, warrior one. Open to warrior two as you exhale. Reverse and fill. Hands to the mat, high to low. Upward dog, downward facing dog. Left side, here we go, reach up. Step it through. Warrior one, fill. Good, warrior two. Reverse. And hands to your mat, high to low plank. Upward facing. And downward facing dog. A deep breath in here. And out. We're going to shift into a high plank. Opening feet up a little bit wider than the hips and then dropping the heels to the left side. Right arm lifts into your side plank. Hips stay high, gaze to your thumb. Take one more breath in. And as you exhale, right hand comes down, high plank. Inhale your right toes up off the ground. Exhale, round and curl knee to the nose. Good, stepping your right foot in between your hands once again. We're going to find a twist. Left hand down, right arm reaches up. Woo! And I almost died by coconut. Can you imagine? Oh my God. Oh. Oh my God. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, right fingertips back, heel to the mat. Warrior two. You guys almost witnessed my death. Reaching forward, extended side angle, elbow to the thigh or fingertips hanging, hovering. Reaching left arm up. With a breath in, we lift and reverse one last time. And exhaling, hands to your mat, high plank. Let's drop our heels to the right side right away, coming into that side plank. Hips high, lift and look up. Take one more breath in. Exhale, hands to the mat. Float your left toes up. Exhale, round and curl. Step in between the hands. Keeping right hand down, twisting to your left, reach up. Take one more breath in. As you exhale, left hand back heel to your mat, warrior two. Sinking nice and low. Reverse and fill into your extended side angle. Reaching up and down through the fingertips, out through the crown of your head. We lift in reverse once again. And then hands to the floor. High to low plank this time. Up dog. Down dog. Breathe in. And breathe out. Shift forward into your high plank. Drop your knees, take child's pose. 3 breaths here, slowly in and out through the nostrils. And then coming back up into that tabletop and pressing back into your downward facing. Let's walk our hands and feet into the center of the mat. Interlacing fingers behind you. Let's drop our fists forward. Let the head hang. So getting into the shoulders here a little bit. Take a little sway. Good. Fingertips to the floor, halfway lift. Let's make our way down onto our back. Well, at least now I can see if the coconuts are going to come. So pressing into our feet, we're going to take a bridge pose, palms down, hips lift. Now I always like to tuck the flesh of the shoulder blades and shoulders under just that little bit more to get some height. Keep toes and knees at 12 o'clock. Big breath in. As you exhale, we come down. Good, 1 breath here at the bottom. And then exhale again. We start by peeling the tailbone up, letting the rest of the spine follow. Let's interlace our fingers this time underneath of us, tucking the shoulders under and pressing our fists into the floor. One more breath in. Good. Exhale, we release once again. Little sway of your knees side to side as you breathe in and out. And then back to the center. Big breath in. Good. Exhale. Last time we go up. Now if you want to stay with our bridge or bridge variation, you can. If you were wanting to come into that full wheel prep or the full wheel, we plant our palms by the ears. You know the drill. Elbows point up. And we begin to lift either to the crown of your head or onto your hands and feet. Good. Big breath in. And exhale. Come all the way down. Just bring the soles of your feet together here for a moment. Let the knees drop open. And once again, bringing our hands to our body, chest and belly. Connecting to that state of gratitude for each beat of our heart, for every breath that we take. Good. One more big breath in. And let's sigh. Bring the knees together. We rock ourselves up, making your way into your downward facing dog once again. We're going to come into some hip openers here. So bringing your big toes together, drop your heels. Float your right leg straight up and back, and then bend the knee and stack your hips. This is one of my favorite stretches. So letting the heel melt down as your knee lifts higher. And then let's slowly pull our right knee behind our right wrist for half pigeon. Toes swing out towards the left. And then we walk our left leg straight back, giving our hips a chance to really settle into that final position. And then slowly coming down. Just allowing the body to relax here. Releasing any unnecessary tension that you're holding in your shoulders, your jaw, and your forehead. Focus on each breath as it comes and goes. As always, allowing that breath to be what anchors you to this present moment. Feel the hips releasing with every exhale. With that tension that melts away, allow any other undesirable thought, feeling, emotion also just dissolve. In this moment, all is well. Now let's start to walk our fingertips up towards our shin. I'm going to have you curl your back toes under again. As we press into our palms, you lift that back knee, and then we'll inhale and kick the right leg all the way up and back. Give it a good stretch up and back behind you. And then we slowly release the foot back down to our mat. Again, toes together, heels drop. Inhaling, we float our left leg all the way up and back. Bend and stack. Take that one final breath in, then slowly bringing your left knee forward for our half pigeon. Plant it behind your left wrist. Walk your right leg and toes back. And then slowly bring yourself down. You know, typically we don't ask you to think while we're in a class, but I want you to just bring to mind something right now that you are really grateful for. Maybe even I challenge you to think of a challenge that you're going through, some bit of difficulty in life, and can we find a way to find some gratitude for that? And with that simple shift of perspective, we shift our experience. Just a couple more breaths here. Good, let's walk our hands up towards our shin. Curl your back toes, lift your back knee, and then with an inhale, left leg kicks all the way up and back. Stretch it back behind you and up. And we release. All right, let's come down once again, making our way onto our back. Taking our last couple postures here, just some easy twists. So arms cactus as you draw your knees in. I'll have you lift your hips up and over to the right side of your mat. And your knees will drop to your left. Now either gaze up or over to the right side. And just allowing your right shoulder with every exhale to melt just that little bit lower, either towards the mat or deeper in. We'll take one more breath in here, using your exhale to bring your knees back up. You gently shift your hips to the left side of your mat and allow your knees to fall to the right. So lengthening your torso here if you need to, shifting the right shoulder blade over a little bit more, and then finding your gaze, your focus, either straight up or to the left. Taking one more big breath in. Exhale back to the center of your mat. And now finally, the moment you've been waiting for, your final resting pose, Shavasana. So just stretching your legs out or finding that most comfortable position for you. Arms resting, eyes closed if you feel comfortable and safe doing so. And I'll just be with you here for a few moments. Allowing your body to relax with every exhale. Allowing that feeling of peace and gratitude that comes with the end of a yoga practice. Just allow it to wash over and through you. Now, of course, you are more than welcome to take as long as you need here in this resting posture. But I will bring myself and those of you who need to come out. So bringing some movement back into the body. Deeper breath back into your lungs. Gently making your way back up into a comfortable seated position. Let's bring our hands into our prayer mudra, prayer position at the center of our chest. Now, as always, I am so grateful that I am able to be here with you. I'm grateful I was able to do this practice for you here in the Dominican. And as always, I am so grateful for each and every one of you. Let's bring our thumbs to our forehead. And with lots of love and so much gratitude, we bow together. Namaste. Thank you all so very much. I'm glad you were here with me in the moment where I did not die by coconut. I hope you all have a wonderful day or evening, whatever time it is where you are. And as always, I love you guys. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you know what to do. Feel free to reach out to me here. And thank you guys. Have a wonderful day or evening.